So when you're back to your slurry, so if we focus on that, how do you agitate the lagoon?
We have our own agitator just over the end here.
Yeah.
Pump.
Do you do it from a number of points or what? Or
Yeah, we do. We'd have, there's actually four points. There's one behind us here, two straight in front of us over there, and another one over in the corner.
Okay. So when would you spread your slurry strategic on it for?
We'd probably get a bit out, a nice bit out in, I suppose, early spring if we can.
Yeah.
And then again last week, the week before, we've gone heavy now last week before.
Yeah.
We're spreading quite a lot at the minute.
Okay. So how did you suffer from the drought, or was there drought issues?
Yeah, it was a tough summer now. All right, we had 8 to 10 weeks there of really poor growth with the heat, and we've been feeding the last 10 weeks now. 6 kilos of silage, 4 kilos of meal, and about 5-6 kilos of grass.
Okay. So it's a big agitator.
It is, yeah. It's one of the biggest ones you can get, I'd say.
Okay. So your lagoon then up here, that's the first one that was built, I think, wasn't it?
That is the original one, yeah.
Yeah. So what's that primarily doing?
That's pretty much dairy washings, collecting yard, the feed. We scrape the feed pad into it.
Yeah.
There's a channel just over here in front of us, and a separator. So everything, I suppose, from the parlour and the feed pad is going through that separator.
Yeah. What's the benefit of the separator adjacent to the lagoon?
I suppose, 10 years ago when we put it in, I suppose it was just the fact that you were separating your solids from your dirty water, I suppose, and making more use of your dirty water for irrigation.
Yeah, so there is probably more renewed interest in it. We'd see with farmers, they're inquiring a bit more about it.
Yeah.
And say, like, you think they're justified to have it in
Yeah,
yards,
I do, I would, yeah. Yeah, I think we're definitely, it's doing the job here anyway. I haven't got any complaints about it.
Yeah, so what's the main benefit for you here, say, day to day, are you seeing from it?
I suppose just we don't have to do any work with it really. It's very, labour efficient. That make, we did have a different make when we started off. I can't think what it was myself now, but that machine there now just gives us no trouble whatsoever.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are you doing with the solids?
We are just spreading that basically on fodder beet ground in the spring, or grassland in the back end.
Right. Okay. Yeah. And is your liquid easier to spread without the solids?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. No agitation required. Yeah.
Okay. Right. That'd be a big help.
Yeah.
So Breiffni here, just in terms of using some of the liquid, you're in a dry farm.
Yeah.
Just what's your rainfall in a year here typically?
Yeah, we're about 30 inches, 32, typically, give or take. I suppose, look, we do have irrigation on the farm, not over the whole farm, but we can do probably a third of it anyway, and maybe a bit more with irrigation wise. Hydrants in specific locations across the farm. This outlet here is actually from the lagoons, so we've two if not three underground pipes, I suppose, that are coming to the end of the yard, and then we just attach on your lay flat and away you go.
Yeah.
So this here was actually for our own dribble bar.
Right. Yeah. So I suppose every gallon has a value, I suppose.
Oh, absolutely.
When you have a small rainfall like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are we looking at here, Breiffni?
So this is the hydraulic scraper that we designed ourselves in house, to be fair, for the cubicle sheds and self-feed passages. So it's basically a scraper made from scrap with I suppose it's the rubber track off a track machine, and it's on hydraulic ram, and it opens out and opens in, so you can take quite wide I suppose yards and whatnot in one go.
Yeah, looks an impressive piece of
kit.
Oh,
it's a super bit of kit, yeah.
So depending on what passage you're on, you're opening or closing
exactly,
on the weight. Okay.
Exactly, yeah.
No, it looks a fine job.
Yeah, even for the feed pad there as well, it's ideal. Two runs and you're done, like.
Yeah. Moving up to the next device then, your sweeper.
Yeah,
you were saying, is that in the farm roadways you're using that a lot?
Yeah, we use that on the sleeper tracks, and we do have the odd road crossing, which we, because of the state profile, we do keep on top of road crossing, so we sweep the roads.
Yeah.
Once, twice a day.
Yeah. Your shear grab then, is that doing everything?
Shear grab is pretty much all used for silage, yeah.
Yeah.
And then bucket there as well.
Okay, machinery wise then, just you have a big farm.
Yeah.
What do you do yourselves and what do you subcontract?
So we do a lot of this, I suppose, the slurry ourselves, irrigation ourselves. We have one 6155 John Deere, and we have two JCB loadalls, and we have a forage box, Richard Western forage box, a land leveler for the sand tracks, and not a not a whole lot else really.
So
Few bale handlers.
Contractors play a big role
It's
here.
mainly all contractors, yeah.
Yes. So silage will be a big one. Fertilizer spreading.
Fertilizer spreading is all contracted out now, yeah.
Yeah.
Silage is all round bales, clamp silage is all contracted, yeah.
Yeah. So often is fertilizer spread here?
Fertilizer is spread once a week in mid-season.
Okay. And that's all fine. You get away with that fine.
Yes, we do.
Nothing-
We get our timings reasonably right when rain's coming and whatnot. So
Yeah.
it works out well.
Good.